Someone who is getting a big payday is UNM President Bob Frank. Come May, Frank will quit his job, but he's not walking away. He gets a new gig created just for him by the Board of Regents. On special assignment tonight, Matt Grubb shows you how his new job will cost hundreds of thousands of dollars at a time when the administration and the Regents claim to be looking for ways to save cash.
And everybody have a great weekend.
With the stroke of a pen,
This meeting is adjourned.
Regents President Rob Doty and his fellow board members cost UNM's Health Sciences Center $150,000 a year.
And then he has an opportunity also to be a tenured faculty at this university.
Bob Frank's contract as president already considered what happens if he quits. He gets the average base salary of a full-time professor. At UNM's nationally known Department of Family and Community Medicine, that's about $200,000 a year. Frank will get $350,000 and a paid 6-month break to get ready for teaching again.
We look forward to working with him as he continues the remainder of his presidency here and advancing his agenda.
You won't catch Doty or any regent speaking ill of the outgoing president. Seriously, the exit deal says Bob Frank and the Regents cannot legally talk trash about one another.
Still, we did ask why the Regents chose to pay Frank $350,000 when it seems like they could have paid him just $200,000. After all, the legislature meets tomorrow for a special budget session, and the university expects huge cuts, more than $22 million. The Regents didn't respond. A university spokeswoman told us there's value in the time that Frank spent in public health leadership positions at 2 other big schools.
Frank's new job came one day after the university announced a hiring freeze, and a few months after the Regents gave Frank more control over the Health Sciences Center. To prove that was a wise move, at least in part, in April, the Regents began a $200,000 exploration of ways to consolidate main campus jobs with jobs at the Health Sciences Center. Frank's administration hired a consultant named Steve Sloat. The pair goes way back to Kent State and the University of Florida. But if Frank wanted to shave some payroll, Sloat didn't give his old pal much to work with. Communications and marketing offices run, quote, relatively lean, and, quote, there isn't any overlap. As Sloat delivered that $30,000 report, though, Regents were told about a second consultant who would look more closely at key positions. Aon would be paid $175,000 to also look at communications and marketing. Strategic and financial jobs too, so it is broader. But even though the first report didn't find any, Aon consultants will look once more for redundant jobs. And even though the first report didn't recommend any, the Aon contract anticipates new position and staffing levels.
The university wouldn't say if the new consultants had even seen the first report. And just last month, the administration changed the contract for this report, telling consultant Steve Sloat effectively hang tight at $3,000 a month until the university needed him. The $175,000 Aon report has not yet been released.
When it is, jobs may disappear. One that's almost certain not to, Bob Frank's. On special assignment, Matt Grubbs, KRQE News 13.
President Frank will be director of the Center for Innovation in Health and Education. That center doesn't actually exist. In fact, UNM could not prove that the center had been discussed prior to Frank getting the job to lead it. Matt's posted the contracts, exit agreements, and consultants reports on our KRQE app.